When I first started my journey, I was just an English teacher with no background in business or technology. I failed multiple exams, got rejected from over 30 job applications, and was even turned down by KFC. Out of 24 candidates, I was the only one not hired. Those rejections taught me that success isn't about big leaps, but about taking consistent, small steps forward. Every daily effort, even the smallest, is a seed we plant for future success. There is no perfect moment. Success is built through our choices and actions every single day. I remember founding Alibaba with a small team of 18 people in a cramped apartment. We had no money, no advanced technology, and no government support. But we had one thing: the courage to start. We believed that with every small step forward, we were building something bigger than ourselves. You don't need to see the whole path ahead. Sometimes, just taking the first step opens doors to new opportunities. The first steps are rarely glamorous. They are quiet, often invisible to the world, but they hold the power to start transformation. Many wait for a magic moment or the perfect opportunity, but each small choice and effort can lead to surprising outcomes. I believe these small actions, accumulated over time, create an enormous impact. It's not about having extraordinary talent or perfect conditions. Every day, with every choice, we're building something larger. Each decision we make in pursuit of our goals is a seed planted, and this steady rhythm defines who we will become. In the end, success is about resilience. The future, I often say, belongs to those who are willing to take that first step, even when the road is uncertain. And that first step makes all the difference. When people think of success, they imagine grand achievements or impressive moves. But what truly moves mountains is consistency. From the beginning, I learned that real work happens when no one is watching. When we started Alibaba, we were nothing. Our days were long, and each step forward seemed small, almost invisible. But as we committed to progress each day, our vision began to take shape. Think of it like a snowball. It starts small, but as it rolls, it gathers weight and power. Consistency may seem unremarkable, but it builds the strongest foundations. I always ask myself, if not now, when? If not me, who? For me, consistency means acting even when there are no guarantees. On the journey, it's not the moments of glory that build our story, but the steady, quiet effort. I saw this in my own life and in Alibaba's growth. If we had waited for the ideal conditions, we would still be dreaming. But daily action, even when unseen, builds more than any spark of inspiration. Consistency is that friend who doesn't get applause, but never lets us down. It keeps our goals alive when motivation fades. Discipline is more important than motivation because it carries us through difficult times. On the hard days, it's not inspiration that sustains us, but the commitment to keep moving, one step at a time. This is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. What's amazing is that consistency isn't visible day to day, but looking back, we see how it transformed us. These silent actions create something grand. Each time we persist, even without immediate rewards, we are one step closer to our goals. This daily commitment makes our vision more real, more tangible. It's an invisible force, but it forms the foundation of any lasting success. Every step we take builds strength. It may not attract attention, but it makes all the difference. Silent consistency reassures us that, even without glamour, we are building a strong base that will hold us steady when we reach the top. Challenges are not obstacles, they are stepping stones to greatness. Every difficulty is an opportunity to grow, and I have seen this in my own journey. In the early days of Alibaba, we faced endless hurdles. No funding, no technology, no connections. I learned that every challenge is a way to test and strengthen our spirit. When you're forced out of your comfort zone, you uncover strengths you never knew you had. Challenges are what make us stronger. True transformation happens in adversity. It's the difficulties that push us to innovate and to stay resilient. Without challenges, we would never know our true potential. For me, every problem became a learning experience. Facing challenges taught me to adapt and look beyond the obvious. It's in these hard moments that we truly grow and gain the confidence to tackle future obstacles. I often think back to my journey, being rejected by so many jobs, failing university exams multiple times. But these failures did not define me. They showed me that resilience is about standing back up every time we fall. Resilience isn't built when things are easy. It's built through hardship and persistence. If we choose to view challenges as opportunities, we'll begin to see them differently. Rather than dreading them, we can appreciate the lessons they bring. Each obstacle we face is a chance to build our mental strength and to grow. Overcoming challenges prepares us for the unpredictability of life and gives us the determination to keep going, no matter what. I believe resilience is essential for anyone seeking success. Each setback is a stepping stone. This journey isn't easy, but every difficulty, every failure pushes us forward and reveals the power we have within. It's tempting to think that only big moves matter, but that's not true. I believe deeply in the power of small steps. When I started Alibaba, I knew we couldn't compete with the giants right away, so we focused on taking small, consistent actions. Every small effort, no matter how insignificant it seemed, contributed to our growth. Small steps make big goals manageable. They help us build a strong foundation. Taking small steps also keeps us grounded. When the goal is too big, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, but breaking it into smaller steps makes the journey feel achievable. I remember telling my team that every small victory counts because it builds our momentum. Day by day, these small wins accumulate and transform into something monumental. Small steps might not attract attention, but they prepare us for greater achievements. Each one is a brick in the foundation of success. In my experience, the more we value these small actions, the easier it becomes to stay motivated. Small steps create a rhythm, a sense of steady progress. Over time, they lead us to something far greater than we first imagined. There's no need to wait for the perfect plan or a grand breakthrough. Start with what you can do today. By appreciating each small effort, we build our resilience and reinforce our determination. These small actions set the stage for the big ones, and they remind us that every step counts. It's these little steps that shape our journey, that define our path. They may seem ordinary, but they are the essence of all extraordinary achievements. Our habits shape who we are and the direction of our lives. For me, the small actions I repeated daily became the habits that guided me to success. At Alibaba, we focused on building positive habits, not just skills. Habits are like a solid foundation. They support us when challenges come. Developing success habits is about committing to small actions that align with our goals, even when they seem insignificant. Creating these habits gives us stability and preparation for whatever lies ahead. I remember advising my team, don't just work hard, work with purpose. Hard work without direction can lead to burnout. But when we commit to meaningful habits, we create a framework that keeps us going, even in tough times. Success isn't about big moments, it's about consistent effort. Habits once formed guide us without conscious thought. Imagine you want to improve your fitness. Start with a habit of walking each day. It may not seem like much, but over time, it builds strength and discipline. The same is true for business. Small actions become automatic, and they prepare us for greater challenges. Building habits means setting clear intentions and being patient. In my experience, people often give up before habits fully form. But if you stay consistent, these habits will support you like nothing else. They become the pathway to success, leading us one step at a time. Success habits are the key to long-term growth. Each small action strengthens our resolve, helping us overcome obstacles and stay focused on our vision. Our habits become the roadmap to our dreams. Working hard is easy when motivation is high, but true commitment is shown when the motivation fades. I've always believed discipline is more important than motivation because motivation is temporary, but discipline carries us through tough times. In the early days of Alibaba, there were countless moments when motivation seemed to disappear, but it was our commitment that kept us moving forward. I often use the phrase, if you want to catch the rabbit, don't change the rabbit, change yourself. It means adjusting our actions and perspectives instead of waiting for external factors to change. True success doesn't depend on how we feel at the moment. It depends on our ability to keep going, even when things are difficult. Persistence becomes a powerful tool when we commit to our goals. Discipline creates consistency, and over time, that consistency becomes a habit. Even on days when we feel uninspired, our habits push us to keep going. Building discipline is like building a muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it becomes. When we focus on our actions rather than our feelings, we become unstoppable. I've seen many people give up when the initial excitement fades. But that's when the real work begins. Success demands resilience and a willingness to continue, especially when progress seems slow. It's in these moments that we prove our commitment to ourselves and our goals. Persistence without motivation is the true test of character. It's not about being driven all the time. It's about having the discipline to keep moving forward. When motivation fades, discipline takes over, carrying us toward our vision. Resilience is an essential skill, especially in a journey like mine. The early days of Alibaba were filled with rejections and setbacks. I was turned down by countless investors and business experts who didn't believe in the idea. But each failure was a lesson, a chance to start again with more experience. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about coming back stronger and wiser. Every time I fell, I used it as an opportunity to refine my approach, to learn, and to grow. I like to say that the real heroes are the ones who start over, time and time again. No one succeeds without falling, but true success is rising with a renewed perspective. When you look at challenges as chances to improve, you change the narrative. You stop seeing failure as the end and start seeing it as a way to shape the future. For me, resilience is a way to unlock hidden strengths we don't realize we have until we're tested. Over the years, I learned that setbacks are part of the journey. They teach us resilience, not just through our successes, but through our failures. In fact, I often believe that the biggest growth happens when things don't go our way. The experience prepares us for future obstacles, fortifying us against the next round of challenges. Resilience also teaches us that the path forward may look different each time we start over. We might have to take a new approach, try a different route, or learn something new. But as long as we're willing to keep going, we are equipped to face whatever lies ahead. When we face setbacks, it's not about how many times we get knocked down, but how often we get back up, each time with more courage and determination than before. This, I believe, is the art of resilience. One of the greatest lessons I've learned is the power of small wins. In the early days, it was easy to feel discouraged because our progress was slow. But I realized that every small victory adds up over time, like stepping stones leading toward a larger goal. These small wins became crucial milestones that kept us moving forward, each one a reminder that we were on the right path, no matter how long it took to reach the top. Celebrating small wins is essential because they build confidence. I always encourage my team to acknowledge each step, no matter how minor it seemed. These little moments of success create momentum. They give us the energy to tackle bigger challenges and keep our vision alive, even when the journey feels endless. They remind us that progress, no matter how slow, is still progress. Small wins also keep us focused on the bigger picture without feeling overwhelmed. It's like building a house brick by brick. Alone, each brick seems insignificant, but together, they create something substantial. When we acknowledge each step, each win, it motivates us to continue, knowing we're building something meaningful. Even now, I value the power of small achievements because they give us the foundation to take on more. When you're working towards something big, those small victories make a massive difference. They keep us grounded, help us to stay committed, and remind us that every step counts. So remember, every time you achieve a small goal, you're one step closer to a bigger transformation. Small wins are not just moments of success, they're signs of growth, proof that we're moving in the right direction. Success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. When I started Alibaba, I knew it wouldn't happen overnight. We were building something new, something that would take years to reach its potential. In today's world, where instant gratification is the norm, patience has become a rare but powerful skill. Real success requires time, commitment, and perseverance. If we rush the process, we miss out on the lessons that shape us. Patience allows us to appreciate the journey. When you give yourself the time to learn, to grow, and to adapt, you build something solid. I've always believed that true success doesn't just happen. It's the result of years of hard work, dedication, and patience. In the early days, Alibaba faced countless obstacles, but our patience kept us focused. We were willing to wait and work for the results. A slow and steady path also teaches us to handle setbacks with grace. When you're patient, you're better equipped to deal with challenges. You learn to adjust, to keep moving forward without letting setbacks defeat you. Patience is not just about waiting, it's about staying committed to your goal, even when the process takes longer than expected. In business and in life, those who can wait, who can hold on and keep going, will see rewards that are worth every effort. I often tell people that the journey to success is what shapes your character and strengthens your purpose. It's the long road that teaches us resilience and sharpens our focus. Patience is a form of strength. It's about believing in the process, trusting that every effort, every day, is bringing you closer to your goal. And in the end, that patience pays off in ways we couldn't have imagined. Shortcuts are tempting, but they're rarely worth it. I've always believed that real success is built on a solid foundation, not on quick wins. When you take shortcuts, you may achieve results faster, but they often lack depth and sustainability. In my journey, I learned that every step, every lesson has a purpose. Skipping these steps may save time in the short term, but it sacrifices the wisdom and resilience we need for long-term success. At Alibaba, we chose to do things the right way, even when it meant taking longer. We focused on creating value, building relationships, and understanding our customers. Each of these steps was a part of our foundation. I knew that if we tried to rush, we would miss out on learning essential lessons. True growth takes time, and shortcuts often undermine that process. A strong foundation means learning from failures, embracing challenges, and staying committed, even when it's tough. Each experience, each mistake, builds the resilience we need to sustain success. When we avoid shortcuts, we give ourselves the time to grow, to become stronger, and to create something that lasts. We learn patience, humility, and a deep understanding of our purpose. It's easy to be lured by quick success, but real success is about depth, not speed. Shortcuts may bring temporary results, but they rarely lead to lasting achievement. In my experience, every step you take builds a skill, a lesson, or a strength that contributes to a more solid outcome. By avoiding shortcuts, we set ourselves up for success that endures, that can weather any storm. We build a legacy, something that doesn't just benefit us, but the world around us. I've always believed that challenges are disguised opportunities. When I first started Alibaba, we faced constant obstacles. From lack of funding to limited resources, it felt like everything was working against us. But I chose to see each challenge as a chance to grow. Instead of seeing problems as setbacks, I saw them as opportunities to innovate and expand our capabilities. It's this mindset that allowed us to turn challenges into stepping stones. Challenges push us to think creatively and to find solutions that wouldn't have emerged otherwise. Without them, we would never reach our full potential. Every problem we faced at Alibaba forced us to be resourceful, to think outside the box, and to push beyond our limits. When you start seeing obstacles as opportunities, you develop a resilience that prepares you for the unpredictable nature of life. This perspective can transform how we approach life. Rather than fearing difficulties, we can welcome them as teachers. Every challenge is a lesson in disguise, an invitation to strengthen our skills and sharpen our focus. At Alibaba, I saw each problem as a part of the process, a way to expand our vision and refine our approach. Growth comes from pushing beyond our comfort zones. When we face challenges, we learn to adapt, to innovate, and to stay resilient. These experiences shape our character and prepare us for greater successes. When we approach challenges with curiosity and a willingness to learn, they become valuable tools for personal development. So next time you face an obstacle, remember, it's more than just a hurdle. It's a chance to grow, to transform, and to take one step closer to your ultimate potential. True legacies are built one step at a time, one brick at a time. I often tell people that success isn't just about wealth or fame. It's about the impact we leave behind. Each small action, each choice we make becomes a part of our legacy. At Alibaba, we didn't set out to build an empire overnight. We focused on small actions, on serving our customers and supporting small businesses. Over time, those actions created something far greater than we ever imagined. A legacy is not something you achieve in a day. It's the result of years of commitment and purpose. Every day, I reminded my team that our work was about more than just profits. It was about creating opportunities, about using technology to empower others. This focus on purpose helped us build something meaningful, something that could stand the test of time. Each day we act, we add a brick to our legacy. When we focus on doing good, on creating value, we lay the foundation for a future that goes beyond us. A true legacy isn't about what we take, but what we leave behind. Building this kind of legacy requires patience, vision, and a commitment to small, consistent actions. For me, legacy is about impact. It's about helping others to succeed and creating a platform where people can reach their dreams. Every small decision, every interaction contributes to this vision. When we work with purpose, we create something lasting. Brick by brick, we build a legacy that transcends our own lives, something that benefits future generations. And that, I believe, is the most powerful kind of success.
In a compelling presentation that resonated across audiences, Jack Ma shared his journey of resilience and vision, captivating listeners with his down-to-earth wisdom and powerful life lessons. He revealed that true success doesn't rely on rare talents or perfect moments. It's built on the small, consistent steps we take each day. Ma emphasized the importance of resilience in the face of adversity and the surprising power of silent persistence. His message was clear. Each failure, each small step, and each daily choice are what transform dreams into reality. Through stories from his own life, including being turned down from countless jobs before building Alibaba into a global giant, Ma reminded everyone that the journey to success is long, but filled with lessons that shape both our character and our future. He urged listeners to embrace challenges as opportunities, to avoid the allure of shortcuts, and to build habits that carry them through when motivation fades. The speech was not just about business, but about crafting a legacy that endures, brick by brick, each action building a future that goes far beyond oneself. Jack Ma believes that success is achieved not in sudden leaps, but through a series of small, consistent actions over time. He likens this journey to a long walk, where every tiny step, regardless of size, propels us closer to our ultimate goal. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment to act, Ma advocates for taking steps each day, however small they may seem. This approach emphasizes that real transformation is a gradual process, where every decision holds significance. In Ma's view, success begins the instant we decide to take that first step, understanding that mistakes are part of the journey. He emphasizes that knowing everything from the start is unnecessary. What's essential is the courage to begin. When Ma founded Alibaba, he and his team knew little about the internet, but their commitment to small, consistent actions paved the way for their success. This mindset of continuous learning enabled them to build momentum over time. Every day presents a chance to progress, and breaking down ambitious goals into manageable actions maintains our motivation. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the larger goal, Ma encourages viewing each step as a small win, bringing the bigger picture into focus. The cumulative impact of these actions becomes evident, creating a strong foundation that steadily pushes us forward, inching us closer to our dreams. This process is more than just incremental gains, it's about actively constructing the future. Each step represents a deliberate choice shaping who we become and what we ultimately achieve. For Ma, this journey of small steps reinforces the importance of remaining engaged with the present, understanding that every action, however minor, has the power to shape a lasting legacy. Consistency may not be glamorous, but Jack Ma sees it as one of the most powerful forces behind lasting success. Those small, often unnoticed efforts lay the essential groundwork for substantial growth. Even on days when progress feels stagnant, it's the act of showing up consistently that builds resilience and paves the way for remarkable results. Ma likens this consistency to a snowball gaining strength as it rolls, where each day's actions accumulate toward a larger outcome. For Ma, the real differentiator is this steady commitment. He compares the journey to a marathon, not a sprint, emphasizing that endurance, rather than speed, often defines those who achieve true success. Consistent practice, even in the smallest actions, builds a momentum that can become unstoppable over time, transforming ordinary routines into extraordinary results. Consistency also strengthens mental resilience, helping us navigate inevitable setbacks and doubts. It serves as a reminder that every step, no matter how small, contributes to the broader journey. By valuing each day's efforts, we can see the progress that others may overlook. This, in turn, fuels our motivation, reaffirming that we are on the right path, even if our destination still seems far away. Ma's approach to consistency is more than just routine, it's a commitment to self-discipline. By fostering a steady rhythm in our actions, we create a pathway to sustainable growth that doesn't rely on sudden bursts of motivation. It's a reminder that the quiet persistence of daily habits can lead to achievements that once seemed out of reach, showing the powerful impact of sustained, intentional action. Jack Ma views challenges not as barriers, but as essential steps that build resilience and prepare us for future success. He believes that facing difficulties head-on reveals strengths we didn't know we possessed. Each challenge presents an opportunity to test our limits and step outside our comfort zones, uncovering hidden abilities that may have otherwise remained dormant. In Ma's personal journey, he encountered numerous rejections and failures before finding success with Alibaba. These setbacks taught him that resilience is forged in the face of adversity. Tackling obstacles directly builds a mental toughness that becomes invaluable in future endeavors, reinforcing our ability to persevere despite setbacks. This philosophy encourages viewing struggles as stepping stones for growth. Every challenge faced and overcome serves as proof of our capacity to adapt and excel. By embracing this perspective, we cultivate a growth mindset, where obstacles become valuable lessons rather than insurmountable problems, adding depth to our personal and professional development. May's approach transforms challenges from sources of frustration to catalysts for growth. Instead of avoiding difficulty, he suggests embracing it as part of the journey. Each hurdle we face becomes an opportunity to improve, shaping us into more resilient individuals who can weather the ups and downs of any endeavor. Jack Ma emphasizes the value of small steps, advocating for a gradual approach to achieve substantial goals. Each action, no matter how insignificant it may seem at first, contributes to the bigger picture. May encourages us to break down daunting ambitions into manageable steps, making the path to achievement clearer and less overwhelming. These small steps provide the foundation upon which larger goals are built. For Ma, every seemingly minor effort adds up, making ambitious goals feasible without causing burnout or anxiety. By focusing on incremental progress, we make the journey more sustainable, and in doing so, cultivate patience and determination. Ma's philosophy holds that small, consistent actions generate a compounding effect, where each day's effort contributes to a greater whole. It's like building a structure one brick at a time, laying a strong base that supports future growth. This approach teaches us to value persistence, recognizing that progress often appears in subtle, accumulative forms. The significance of these small actions goes beyond their immediate impact. They develop habits that reinforce our commitment to the long haul. For Ma, embracing small steps is not just a strategy, it's a mindset that enables us to achieve meaningful, lasting success by staying focused on the daily journey instead of getting lost in the enormity of the destination. Habits shape our character and determine our direction in life, according to Jack Ma. He believes that consistently repeating positive actions lays the foundation for success, as these habits eventually become second nature. Building success, he asserts, is less about grand gestures and more about cultivating habits that align with long-term goals. Creating solid habits is akin to constructing a sturdy foundation. Once in place, they support us through various challenges. May encourages daily practices that foster personal growth, emphasizing that the small, habitual actions we take each day can lead to significant achievements over time. This disciplined approach to building habits ensures we're prepared for future success. By focusing on habit building, Ma highlights the importance of internal discipline over external motivation. Habits eliminate the need for constant decision-making, allowing us to operate on autopilot toward our goals. Developing strong, constructive habits provides a roadmap for success, removing the need to rely on fleeting moments of inspiration. In Ma's view, the transformation that comes from habit building is gradual yet profound. Each day we strengthen our commitment to growth, making the pursuit of success more attainable. When good habits become ingrained, the path to achievement becomes clearer, more focused, and ultimately more rewarding. While working hard is easier when motivation is high, Jack Ma believes that true success lies in the ability to persist even in its absence. He emphasizes that discipline, not fleeting motivation, is the cornerstone of long-term success. The key, according to Ma, is to make consistency a habit, enabling us to continue progressing even on days when we lack enthusiasm. For Ma, motivation may ignite the journey, but discipline is what fuels the entire trip. He argues that those who achieve greatness understand that persistence must remain steady, irrespective of changing emotions. This mindset enables us to work towards our goals regardless of how we feel, transforming our habits into powerful assets. Persistence builds resilience, allowing us to navigate obstacles without being derailed by temporary setbacks. Ma compares this discipline to the steady ticking of a clock, reminding us that success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's this commitment to daily effort that builds a foundation capable of sustaining us even during difficult times. By fostering a habit of persistence, Ma shows that we don't need motivation to make progress. Instead, we rely on inner discipline, an invaluable tool that outlasts any temporary inspiration. Through consistent action, success becomes achievable, grounded in resilience rather than fleeting feelings. To Jack Ma, resilience is an invaluable skill, essential for anyone striving for success. He believes that setbacks aren't the end but a chance to start anew, each time with greater wisdom and strength. Every failure, Ma suggests, is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve, making us more prepared for future challenges. Ma's own journey was marked by numerous obstacles and failures, yet each one strengthened his resolve. This resilience not only fortified his confidence, but also provided the courage to keep going. For Ma, resilience is less about avoiding failure and more about bouncing back with renewed focus. He sees resilience as a cornerstone for personal growth, shaping our ability to withstand adversity. Each time we get back up after a setback, we prove our capability to adapt and learn. This process refines our skills and mindset, building the foundation for future successes that others may deem impossible. In Ma's philosophy, resilience transforms each setback into a stepping stone. Rather than viewing failure as defeat, he urges us to see it as a new beginning, full of potential and growth. Resilience is the art of constantly beginning again, stronger and more resilient with every challenge faced. Jack Ma emphasizes the importance of celebrating small victories along the journey to success. These minor accomplishments may not seem monumental, but they serve as crucial milestones that keep us motivated. Recognizing and celebrating these small wins, according to Ma, is essential to building confidence and maintaining a positive outlook, especially when working toward long-term goals. Each small victory is like a spark that reignites our passion, reminding us of the progress we're making. These small wins are often the building blocks of big transformations, creating a foundation of achievement that gradually compounds over time. As Ma sees it, even the smallest steps forward contribute to a larger success story. This incremental approach to growth helps to reduce feelings of overwhelm, as it makes large goals feel more achievable. By focusing on what we can accomplish day by day, we build momentum that carries us forward, even during challenging times. Jack Ma believes that small wins also help to develop resilience and perseverance. By celebrating each milestone, no matter how small, we cultivate a sense of accomplishment that strengthens our commitment to our goals. This approach keeps us engaged in the journey and reminds us that success is a process, not a destination. For Ma, each small win is a reminder that we're on the right path, providing the encouragement needed to persist. Over time, these small victories accumulate, leading to big transformations in mindset, skill, and achievement. Ma encourages us to take pride in every step, using these moments as fuel for continued growth. Small wins, when celebrated, create a positive cycle of motivation and achievement, gradually building the confidence and resilience necessary to tackle even larger challenges on the road ahead. Jack Ma highlights patience as an underrated yet invaluable quality on the path to success. In a world driven by instant gratification, he stresses that true success is often a slow and steady process. Ma's experiences have shown him that lasting success requires time, persistence, and dedication. Instead of focusing solely on reaching the end goal, Ma encourages embracing the journey itself, with all its lessons and challenges. Patience, in Ma's view, is not passive waiting, but rather active perseverance in pursuit of our goals. It means remaining committed even when progress seems slow or setbacks occur. Ma believes that by practicing patience, we develop mental resilience, enabling us to handle the inevitable hurdles with composure and focus. This approach helps to cultivate a deeper appreciation for the small steps taken each day. For Ma, every stage in the journey is valuable, with each step teaching essential lessons that shape our character and capabilities. Patience allows us to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. By focusing on the long term, we can overcome the impulse to rush and instead allow each experience to enrich our journey. This focus on the process makes the ultimate achievement not only more fulfilling, but also more sustainable. Through patience, we build a sturdy foundation that can support lasting success. Ma believes that enduring achievements are those that are nurtured over time, strengthened by perseverance. In the end, patience proves to be one of the most critical traits for achieving success that endures, creating a legacy that stands the test of time. Jack Ma warns of the risks that come with shortcuts, which may expedite results in the short term, but often sacrifice depth and sustainability. True success, according to Ma, requires a solid foundation built on consistent learning and growth. By taking each step deliberately, we gain the experience and wisdom necessary to handle future challenges. Ma believes that shortcuts may lead to quick wins, but they rarely lead to enduring success. For Ma, the journey itself is an essential part of success, as it provides us with valuable lessons and skills that shortcuts simply cannot offer. He emphasizes that avoiding shortcuts allows us to build a foundation that can support success in the long term. Each challenge and setback encountered on this path strengthens our character, shaping us into individuals capable of sustaining our achievements. The discipline required to build success without shortcuts fosters resilience and a deeper understanding of our goals. Ma sees this approach as essential as it prepares us for future responsibilities and helps us avoid burnout. By focusing on the process rather than in immediate results, we gain the skills and insights that enable us to thrive even when faced with new challenges. Ultimately, Ma's advice is clear. Avoid shortcuts and build a foundation that is strong and unshakable. Success achieved through a slow and steady approach is success that lasts. By embracing each step, we create a legacy of accomplishments that reflect not only what we achieved, but how we achieved it. A testament to our dedication and resilience. Jack Ma encourages us to view every challenge as a potential opportunity for growth and learning. He believes that obstacles are not merely barriers, but are essential experiences that force us to push our limits and expand our abilities. For Ma, challenges are a necessary component of success, helping us to build the resilience and adaptability required to thrive in an unpredictable world. These obstacles provide us with invaluable lessons, pushing us to think creatively and find solutions we may not have otherwise considered. Each challenge, as Ma sees it, serves as a training ground for personal and professional growth. By facing difficulties head-on, we develop a mindset that prepares us for future setbacks, strengthening our ability to persevere in the face of adversity. Ma's own journey has been filled with challenges, from repeated rejections to early struggles with Alibaba. However, he has consistently used these experiences as stepping stones to improve and refine his approach. By transforming each setback into an opportunity for growth, Ma has built a legacy of resilience that inspires others to approach their own challenges with courage. Through this mindset, Ma encourages us to see obstacles as invitations to grow stronger. By viewing challenges as growth opportunities, we shift our perspective and begin to see adversity as an integral part of the journey toward success. Embracing this approach allows us to face each new challenge with a renewed sense of purpose, continually evolving and improving. Jack Ma believes that legacies are built not overnight, but over years of consistent effort and dedication. Each day, every small action taken contributes to a larger purpose, creating something that extends beyond our lifetime. Ma encourages us to focus on these incremental contributions, reminding us that legacies are built one brick at a time. For Ma, each choice and action adds to the foundation of a lasting legacy. By remaining committed to our goals and principles, we create something that can have a positive impact on others. Ma's approach emphasizes that a true legacy is the sum of many small, purposeful actions taken consistently over time. This focus on the bigger picture helps us stay grounded and motivated. Building a legacy also means being mindful of the impact we leave behind. Ma believes that by acting with integrity and a sense of purpose, we contribute to something meaningful. Each step we take shapes not only our journey, but also the lives of those around us, setting an example that others can follow and learn from. This approach to legacy building is about more than personal achievement. It's about creating a ripple effect that extends far beyond ourselves. In the end, Ma's philosophy is simple, yet profound. A legacy is built brick by brick. By staying true to our values and focusing on daily contributions, we create a lasting impact that will endure. This approach reminds us of the power we have to shape the future, leaving behind something of value that reflects our dedication, resilience, and purpose. As you reflect on Jack Ma's insights, the real question becomes, are you ready to apply them? Will you take those small steps, build those habits, and embrace the challenges that come your way? Jack reminds us that success isn't reserved for the talented or the lucky. It's for those who are willing to persevere, to learn, and to grow every single day. So which lesson resonated most with you? Was it the power of silent consistency, the art of resilience, or maybe the idea of building a legacy, brick by brick? Drop a comment sharing what impacted you most. And remember, come back to this video whenever you need that extra push to stay focused on your journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to stay updated, and keep exploring ways to transform your mindset. And if you're ready for more, check out our next video, Jack Ma's #1 rule to achieve your dreams, the brutal truth revealed, for more insights on shaping a successful life.